Jurors this afternoon began deliberating the fate of a man accused of killing 16-year-old Mujay Doumbouya in January of last year. Investigators charged 43-year-old Quinn James with multiple felonies in the strangulation death of the East Kentwood High School student whose body was found in Kalamazoo. Investigators say James killed the teenager to prevent her from testifying against him in a rape case. The attorney for Quinn James argued that it was an easy target for the crime he did not commit.
Yeah, so the jury only deliberated today for about an hour and a half. This trial started last week and was expected to go for at least a week, given that the prosecution brought in more than 40 different witnesses to really build this case, which was largely built around two pieces of evidence. One being the fact that Mujay's DNA was found in a rental vehicle that Quinn James had used, as well as recordings of phone calls where James said he needed to get rid of the girl. And those were some of the points driven home in today's closing arguments.
And to challenge everything the government says and does when they want to send Quinn away and torture his body in private.
Defense attorney Jonathan Children spent 2 hours working to drill holes in the investigation of Mujay Doumbouya's death.
Why do you keep changing gloves? And I made it very clear. Well, because the stuff I'm touching has that stuff on it. So I want to take that glove off to make sure that that stuff doesn't get on this other thing. Made it very clear. That's why they wear 9, 10 sets of gloves, to prevent that from happening. Well, what do they do with those gloves? They just wind up in the trash. Or maybe they forget and they didn't change a pair of gloves.
He said investigators incidentally planted evidence and failed to pursue leads that didn't put Quinn James at the forefront of the murder.
The police and the detectives, by fixating on Quinn right away, saying it can only be him, poisoned the well in terms of other potential witnesses in the case.
Kent County Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Kelly Kongsky said that could not be further from the truth.
No planting going on here, okay? And sometimes I think it's easier for people to want to jump on that, you know? I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it did not happen here.
Kongsky said James received due process just like any other citizen.
Would Detective Wesson and other detectives spend weeks doing more than a dozen plus witnesses under oath, investigative subpoena, trying to sort out what the facts were and what they weren't? If this was a star chamber, if this was a rush to judgment, you're going to spend months rushing to judgment?
And James is already serving a 20 to 30-year sentence for that conviction of raping Mujay Doumbouya. And now if he is convicted in this murder, he's facing life in prison. Nick and Juliet.
Emma, thank you for that. A Belmont woman